Hello, and oh, sorry, I just got home from work and I've been, as you can tell, it's cold and windy outside, and I've been determining tax liability all day long, and I have a bit of a headache from that, so I'm self-medicating with Diet Coke. This episode was supposed to go out Sunday, and I did record, but not only did I record, I recorded, I uploaded, and deleted the file. And then I looked at the upload and I was thinking, I'm pretty sure I did more than 5 minutes of talking, and you'll see why in a little bit. Oh yeah, and I'd soaked my FO. So had to delete the episode from YouTube, and I couldn't record because, well, I had a soaking wet FO. So I've been waiting for that to dry, and here we are. So this feels a bit like it's episode 99.2. But other than me thinking, did I tell you that already? I don't think you'll notice all that much difference. But we'll see. Now, I mentioned I had an FO, so let's start with that. It is dry, and it needs to have its ends cut, and it's a dead or alive fish hat. It's from Nitty, it's a free pattern. I think, well, I know there's a different pattern as well from the same designer, which is an update or something. Because one of the things you need to know about the Nitty pattern, is that the way the tail is displayed, look, 2 fins sewn up, is not the same as, I lost what I was doing. The way it's shown in the Nitty pattern and the way it's written, it looks like it's closed, like here. See? Closed. But it doesn't actually tell you to close it or to sew the ends in. Yeah, just be aware of that. So this is for a co-worker who's going on his winter holidays Friday. Well, not Friday, we're having a game afternoon Friday after work. And it's obviously a Nemo inspired hat. And he's, oh, there. Are my eyes on straight? Can't tell. I don't actually think the eyes are straight. I think this one is a bit lower. Who cares? It's a hat. He'll think it's fun. It's a bit Niziru-ish. But that's fine. And it is a Nemo hat because he's the father of 2 young kids, so he watches a lot of cartoons, even some, I suspect, that his kids don't watch. So it just seemed appropriate, and he's always wearing his girls' either a really, really boring black store-bought hat or his girls' purple sparkly hats. I thought he needed a fun hat of his own, So this only took me, well, I knitted this Saturday and I didn't knit it continuously, so. And it's a true Nemo hat. One little fin, one large fin. Because it's Nemo, it's not his dad / mom. Clownfish. Gender fluent. But yeah. The yarn is, and look, last time I was professional and I brought along one yarn label. The yarn is Lima by Yarrigan, and I used almost 2 skeins of the orange, a bit of the black, about half of the white, I think. The details are on my Ravelry page, so yeah. Fun hat, just needs to have the ends cut, which I'll do today, and I'll hand it over tomorrow. Only FO of the week, or of the episode, and you will laugh when I show you how little I still need to do on the next project. And I'll forgive you for laughing. So, just going to put this aside. Just going to throw it down. No one will know. This you've seen so many times, but I am on the darkest colour in the gradient. Sorry. It'll be the last gradient repeat. So, literally, I just need to do one section of this. It's the Almue Sjal by Camilla Vad, and it's ginormous. It's about 1.5 meters, which is still slightly shorter than me. And it's just big and cozy and warm and sparkly and all things great. And almost done. The rows are 330 maybe stitches, because each section from white to white adds on 10 new stitches. So yeah, very long rows. And really, if I'd waited to record until tomorrow, it would be done. But yeah, I figured it's Tuesday. I'm going to hand the hat over, and this will have to wait. The yarn is it's called the True Gradient. It's a gradient set, or True Blue Gradient. It's a gradient set by Knitter's Kitchen, and it's on her Silver Sparkle. I don't know if you can buy her yarn on Etsy. She does have an Etsy shop. I bought this at Woolfolk in November. Shall we say November? Yeah. Anyway, if you do get the chance, she has my color palette down. I mean, she had so many colors that I was like, oh, I need that one and that one. And whenever I looked at something and mentioned something, she was like, hey, that's my color too. So, all in fun, of course. But yeah, all the ends are woven in. Just saying. So when I'm done, just need to weave in the last end, give it a good wash, block it, and I'm golden. Yep. So exciting. And I'm sure you're bored of hearing me talking about this one. But yeah. Do wish you could see how it sparkles. It's just so glorious. I mean, I'm so in love with that dark one. Dude, when you're done with, well, when you're given birth, let's start with that, and you think it's time for Junior to start learning about dyeing, this colorway, Silver Sparkle, would be perfect. Sweater quantity, just saying. Possibly in a DK if you would be so inclined. Still in a sweater quantity. I have some ideas. But yeah. So happy. Oh, sorry. Yes, I have wood floors. From something really big to something really small. Other than Divika, my co-worker and friend is also pregnant. She was due the Friday before last, so she's what, plus 4 days now? She's being induced tomorrow. And her little boy is getting, I've knit other stuff for him. You saw the baby bear thing, baby sleep suit last week, or last episode. And I'm also knitting this. This is a Livingston, and it has the plain stocking at back. This is the smallest size for a tiny, tiny human. And it's now up to the arm. And I need to knit 2 sleeves, which is going to take no time because it's tiny sleeves on 4mm needles. Yeah. The yarn and the pattern is by Nadia C-L something. She usually uses NCL in her patterns. And the yarn is leftovers. This is Volmais Merino DK in the blue Curacao colorway. And it should be just enough. These are leftovers from the good old friend jumper that I used to knit a Weasley jumper for my friend out of. It should be just enough. If it's not, I have another Volmais Merino DK that's very, very similar. I should say this isn't my only skein. I have another skein that's bigger than this. I'm going to use for the sleeves, and yeah, it should be enough. And it has raglan sleeves, but with an open front, so you could unbutton the front and put it over baby's head, because really that's the largest part of a baby. And he'll be so cute. If he decides to ever get here, that is. So yeah. What else did I pick up? I picked up, sorry, just go to I'm sure you really enjoyed seeing my hand, because that made no sense at all. Anyway, I had a goal this year. My goal this year is to limit my yarn buying and also to knit one adult garment each month. Now, it didn't happen in January, so I owe 1 month. But, as you know, I am knitting Magnolia, also by Camilla Vad, who also designed the shawl. This is Countess Ablaze. It's the English Gentleman DK, which is a blue face Leicester and mushroom mix blend. It does have some guard hairy-ish feel to it, but it also feels really soft. Has a nice drape. Can't really say how well it wears, but it seems like a good workhorse yarn. This colorway is pewter, so not that exciting, but it's what I thought I needed. And this is only the second skein, I should say. And this is the Magnolia. Let's see, with the slightly raised back. And right now this marker is from last time you saw it. I'm all the way down here. I think I have one more increase to do and one more section to do before I split for the sleeves. So, in other words, that will be real soon. And luckily that also means that, other than doing stockinette for a bit to cover the boobs, the boobage area, so to speak, it'll have this really fun lacy bit, which gave it its name. And yeah, this is at a slightly larger gauge. Actually, it's the same as the Livingston. It's around, well, Livingston is supposed to be 21 stitches per 10 centimeters. This is 20 stitches per 10 centimeters, which gives it a nice fabric that's not too open and not too closed. Sorry. But yeah, it should be, even though February is a short month, it should be doable to finish this. And I hear you say, well, that's just still one garment. Didn't you owe one for January? Well, I do. And I have a solution for that. Also, I might note that I'm so very tempted to buy some more of this yarn in peacock or something brighter and colourful, something more typical Countess Ablaze, because I do love her colours. And as I said, this feels nice and soft, but still has that bit of this is a rustic wool-ish feel to it. Do you know what I mean? I'm not even sure I know what I mean. But, oh, I have a tangle. There we go. But yeah, I do have another garment. I picked up my So Faded again. Are you surprised? Here it is. This is my So Faded. It's an Andrea Mowry knits pattern. And I am currently on the last colour. Now, I am debating whether to just do the number of rounds that I've been doing for all the other sections and then adding on the rib 10, or whether to do half in the just in stockinette and then doing the other half in the ribbed in ribbing. I think what I'll do is I'll knit until I hit that point, because usually my instinct would be to, oh, I need this as long as possible, it needs to go down, cover my stomach, hide everything, go down half over my bum and all that jazz. But I am thinking that this would be fun to wear with high-waisted jeans or high-waisted skirts. You know, the high-waisted skirts I often talk about sewing, but never get around to do because I get distracted. And in that case, I would definitely do the half and half, because you can't tell, but I'm wearing a skirt. It's not terribly high-waisted, but it's just below my natural waist. And if this is anything to go by, then having half and half would still mean that it goes down below the down over my skirt. So that's what I'm leaning towards. Also because it looked like a very large section if I did all of it in this. And it is a greyish purple background with purples and blues and pinks. What I really like about this gradient, and it was a gradient set, this is the sock by Olan, the Irish dyer, and it is a gradient set, not for this, but I think for Sjal or something. And I like how, even though you go from the very, I'll show you the back, from the very neutral white to the slightly more golden, and then you keep adding in more blisters of colour, they are still there even in the let's say more neutral sections. And I do really like this colour. I could use it for something else, but I don't know what. It's called Slow Motion, which is very apropos of my knitting on this. But yeah, if I do the half and half, that would be about 30 rows before doing the sleeves. And despite wearing long sleeves right now, which I keep playing with, I am planning on doing short sleeves because that's what I prefer. And so it won't really take that long. It's got a stitch right here, but it'll go into plain stockinette. So it just has a bit of interest up here, and then it's plain stockinette for the sleeves, just like the body. And so it really wouldn't take that long to knit half a sleeve. So, as I said, 2 garments in February, and it's February 6th today, I think? 5th. It's doable. It is doable. Because as soon as I finish recording this, I'm going to sit down, going to knit on my shawl while I watch trashy TV and maybe eat a snack. And that's all my knitting. There is, however, a tiny bit of sewing. And you've probably seen it when I've been moving around. I don't know if you have. But I finished this. This is the Butterick B5997. And the fabric is from Stuff 2000. Stuff 2000. It's the one that's closing down its stores, including the one in Aarhus. And this is for my mum, so it doesn't fit me. It's a bit too narrow up here. And I've been fighting this pattern. I don't know if it's the fabric choice, the pattern itself, or the combination. That just means I've been battling it, so this is supposed to have a collar, but my mom would never wear a collar. And it's supposed to have, the sleeves are supposed to have a cuff down here, but part of the reason why my mom likes a loose sleeve is she's in dialysis 3 times a week, so she doesn't like anything tight around her arms, which is fair enough. So these, I actually pared down these loose sleeves, and they're still huge. And my pin tucks are too wide, which meant that I had to play around a bit with the sleeves, not sleeves, the shoulder seam to get it to work. Yeah. But it's done. I felt like I needed, for my own mental health, to clear off my sewing desk. This is what was on it. I'm not in a hurry to sew another one of these. But as I said, might be the fabric, might be the combination. I might do another version at a later time, but right now I just, yeah. So the reason I wanted to clear my sewing table is because I wanted to get something else on it. And what I wanted to get on it is this, the assembly line V-neck dress. It's a very simple dress that's a bit more fitted, but not completely, at the shoulders and bust, and then just flows down. So it's a very simple pattern, because you have a back piece and you have a front piece. You cut 2 of those, and then you have the sleeves, and of course you have facings, and you have a really long tie, like longer than my sewing table long tie. So I'll have to take my floor into use for that. And it does seem so very simple to sew. Yeah. But right now I am tracing the pattern pieces, and I think I'm only missing the belt and the front or back. Front, I think. Yeah. and then I can start laying it out on the fabric and get some sewing done. I think I need a palette cleanser like this, because I was fighting the blouse. I need something that feels more natural somehow, and yeah, something with less fuss seems like the right thing. Still has pockets, so there's still some fuss, but yeah, I think it would be good. I know it'd be good. I already have the fabric, it's already been washed, everything is good. But yeah, right now, what I really need to do is take my tights off, because you needed to know that. And I didn't need to wear them for this video. It's not like you can see my legs. But yeah, I need to just sit, relax, unwind, not think about work, and do it all over tomorrow. So, fingers crossed that this time everything works out. And at least I'll not delete the file until I'm sure it's uploaded properly. So, I hope you have a great week and I'll see you next time. Bye.